Today, a local school hosts the premiere of the new documentary, I'm Not a Racist, Am I? It follows 12 teenagers from New York as they go on a year-long journey discovering the role of racism, how it plays in their life and in the world today. So with us right now to talk about this documentary is producer Andre Robert Lee and the head of the Wellington School, Rob Brisk. And I want to say that I watched the trailer and it just seeing that minute it's very powerful because we are uncomfortable talking about race and racism and stereotypes. So to follow these young people and to have them speak openly, I thought was really, really powerful. So Andre, why did you decide to do this now? And what did you see as this transformation for a year for these kids?
Yeah, it is a scary thing for people to do, but I think it's very necessary for improving our society.
Yeah.
And I think we chose to do it. It's interesting you asked about doing it now. We were talking earlier, it's sadly possible to program out a year and there'll probably be an example of a situation like a Ferguson, like a Saigon, something that'll fall right into place.
Exactly.
And for these children to do it, you know, they were very brave. They were afraid at first, thinking like, what am I going to say? Am I going to sound racist? That title came from them. They kept saying like, well, am I racist? You know, and we were like, Catherine, our director, Catherine Green was like, this may be the title. We heard the kids say it. Let's take the story from them. Because
they're confronting things that make them question who they are, and just by, it's interesting because they share so many similarities that so they don't realize they share. And I think there's a surprise in that. And I think just the dialogue itself is something that was important to you. So why bring this to the school here in Columbus?
Well, at Wellington, it is our mission to help every student fulfill his or her unique potential. And part of that is really being able to encounter each other, to deal with the difficult issues, the tricky conversations. And so the opportunity to have this film as a way of helping students to have that conversation, and then to have the producer and director here to lead the discussion, both with our students today and then tonight with our community, was just an opportunity we could not pass up.
So Andre, there's something surprising that these students learned. What's that?
Wow, there's lots. You know, but I think the biggest one is, you know, we found that families said they did talk about racism with their children. Everyone who's interested said, yeah, we talk about it. But I think as we went into the movie and began to redefine what racism is, we started off asking the kids to say, let's recycle our definition of racism. It's not just name calling. Let's talk about the system. So we had one parent, you know, a black mother, who with her black son, she said, you know, to her son Khalik, every day, like, this is how you have to survive in the world as a black man. But when he went through the workshop with us and began to unpack what the system was and how big it was in the world, he was really surprised by it. So she prepared him for the moment to deal with being a black boy in the street. But when he went in and learned about the larger system and the history in American society that set up the system of racism and came home and talked to her about it, she was speechless. Because she's like, I had no idea my son dealt with it on this level.
Right.
And she was thinking, like, what am I going to do now?
So it's a dialogue not only between these students, but also one that extends farther and into their families and really into the community. So that's what we want you to do. So we want you to see this documentary. It's really important, and I think obviously timely, and it's something that I think we all can learn from. So you can see it for free. So for all the information on where you can watch it, there's a public screening, and you can RSVP to the screening. Just go to our website, myfox28columbus.com, and click on news links. Thank you guys so much for being here.